Welcome to Curtin University. In this session, I'll share my tips to choose a humanities course, as well as some career planning advice. But before we start, I'd like to introduce myself and let you know a little about my role here. So I'm Stuart Hunter. I graduated with an honours degree in theatre arts in London before working in the industry for a number of years. I trained as a careers consultant 10 years ago, and I've been working in the careers and employment sector in the UK, New Zealand and Australia ever since. For over 4 years now, I've been working in the humanities faculty to develop careers content for students, from architecture to journalism and everything in between. But I'm part of a much bigger team at Curtin who provides services, activities and workshops to help students achieve their career development goals. Now I'll take you through 5 key tips to choose the right course and plan your career. The first tip is to know yourself. In order to make a decision about your career, it's essential that you understand what drives and motivates you. So you may want to consider your favourite subjects, areas of interest, and hobbies. Also think about your dream job. What does that look like? And if you don't know, consider taking a careers quiz. This will help you to see where your interests and motivations are and provide a link to possible careers. You can also ask around, talk to people you know or trust, or reach out to someone who is already working in your preferred role or industry. But be mindful that career planning is a lifelong journey. Few people have one job for life. Career pathways are likely to be less fixed. But if you have strong foundational skills such as critical thinking or good communication, all attributes developed in a humanities course, you'll be better prepared for any career path. The second tip is to explore your options. Exploring options is an essential part of decision-making. Brainstorm all the possibilities and don't limit yourself. Do some online research with LinkedIn or podcasts. Ask others and seek feedback from those who have been in a similar situation to where you are now. Talk to someone who is already doing your dream job to find out more about the role and what they do. If you know what that is, find out what skills are valued in those jobs. Once you start having conversations with people about those skills, you can get a better understanding of the industry ahead of time. It will also help you to build networks and can even open doors for you later on. Consider what education you'll need to pursue certain career paths. For example, if you want to be an architect, you'll need to have an accredited degree. Also look at the job vacancies to see what employers are currently looking for. Be future-focused and research which jobs in industries are set to grow. It's also important to check your assumptions to make sure you're making a good decision. Be sure to challenge any negative bias or limiting beliefs. Check in with people you know that have the answers, rather than limiting your options or making incorrect assumptions. We live in very uncertain times, and change is constant. You'll also need to think about how technology and automation will affect careers in the future. What challenges and opportunities could this present? Spend some time researching your preferred industry. Here are some examples of our graduates. Note how varied and diverse their career pathways are. Often it's not linear. In fact, the Foundation for Young Australians reported that the average 15-year-old is predicted to have 17 different jobs over 5 different careers throughout their lifetime, which suggests that career pathways are much less fixed than we might imagine. But despite the changing jobs, there are a set of skills that are constantly in demand from employers. Now I'll take you through these. If you want to get a sense of what employers want, well, here's what they're saying. Notice the top 3: problem solving, teamwork, and communication. All key to employers in a variety of industries. You'll develop the full list of skills throughout your studies with the Faculty of Humanities. The third tip is to decide what you want. Once you've done all of this exploration, create a shortlist and review the requirements. Consider writing a pros and cons list to weigh up the options. You could even consider the 10-10-10 method. Think about how will you feel about this decision in 10 minutes, 10 months, or in 10 years' time. It might also help if you can talk with someone you trust who can provide advice and guidance. But even if you choose a study area now, there are many students who change their major after they've enrolled. That's okay. Although you have to pick a course for your application, even in your first semester, you have the option to change if it's not quite the right fit. It's also worth knowing you'll have the chance to explore study areas outside of your major with electives, second majors, and specializations. This will depend on your degree structure. But let's take a look at the Bachelor of Arts, for example. There are 4 diverse options where you can design your degree, which allows for plenty of flexibility. Tip 4 is to take action to achieve your goals. So once you've done your shortlist, make a list of actions to achieve these goals. Keep a note of due dates so you don't miss any deadlines. Think about how you'll measure success and reward yourself when you achieve those goals. And the last tip is to review and reflect. Once you've enrolled, reflect on your decision. Things may have changed in the meantime, so take time to think, was this the right decision? Is this what I want? And if you're unsure, don't worry. Reach out, we're here to help. There are some additional resources you may want to read. These are independent resources, so should give you an unbiased view. So if you're interested in joining us at Curtin, check out the admission criteria and deadlines online. But if you still have any questions, please call our Future Students team or book an appointment. Good luck in your decision making, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.